What kind of father needs to invite their sons to a baseball game when they can just go to a young boy's house with their son and have like a threesome with them or some shit, right? So this guy hits up a 14-year-old boy and decides to bring his son along with him just because apparently, in his mind, I guess, he said, fuck it, why not? Apparently he had to watch the child for a day because his mother was gone, so he just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna go meet this boy. So here we go.
It was Sunday afternoon, and we had one more man who was going to show up. And he was coming over to meet a 14-year-old boy. And I believe we had a description of his car. So we see it pull up, and it's an SUV.
He's in the driveway, Del, but I can't hear you coming back at me. He's backing out now. He's backing out of the driveway. He's backing out of the driveway. Yeah, looks like he's going to park on the street. Can you hear me, Del?
Look at the drink that he has. It says 99 cents. Jesus. Dude, like, the average, like, drink they would buy, like, out of, like, one of those, like, little fridge things at grocery stores now, it's, like, $1.50. Dude, this series is fucking ancient.
He gets out and goes to the rear passenger side, and we think maybe he's going to get beer, pizza, stuff that we see these guys bring all the time. Instead, he grabs the hand of his 5-year-old son and leads him out of the car and up the driveway. And I hear Frag say,
"Oh, no." He brought his son with him. He's got his child with him.
Apparently, the mother of the child, his wife, was working that day. He was in charge of the child and figured he'd just bring him along.
I can just imagine Chris just reading children's books. His voice is actually so soothing. I could just listen to this dude just read stories like an ASMR or some shit. And why would you just, like, randomly park on the street? Like, the driveway is way more fucking safe for your vehicle. Because you know how some people just drive around like they're on crack cocaine. They just drive like this. Like a bunch of fucking idiots at the steering wheel. Especially nowadays, just doing this. It would be a lot safer to park your, like, car in the driveway. It's a lot more reasonable. Especially for your child actually getting out.
Oh, no. He brought his son with him. He's got his child with him.
Apparently, the mother of the child, his wife, was working that day. He was in charge of the child and figured he'd just bring him along. And there was a collective gasp that you could hear in the house.
Hell is that on the door? One of the construction workers who built that house just said, "Hey, I got a light bulb. How about we just chop a tree down and just nail a fucking log into the door? That'll look pretty nice, right?" That's retarded. Who thought of that idea to design the door? Every single nail that he nailed into that fucking, like, piece of wood, he was just nailing his dignity away for whoever the hell thought of that idea. He just nailed all of his dignity away and all of his creativity.
Very short online chat, but then on the phone is graphic about what he wants to do. And he has this conversation with Dell, who's posing as the 14-year-old boy.
Making the turn. Coming in the back door. Coming through. Walking into the living room. Holler out.
And so I'm thinking, all right, how do I handle this? And so he comes in, he's got the kid by the hand, and I walk out, and he's startled. I gotta tell you something, and I'm gonna tell you just straight up right now.
Just imagine, like, all the people in that room with all the computers and shit literally just panicking. I can just guarantee, like, when he was on the 14-year-old boy with the phone, he was probably just he was just whispering into, like, "I want to suck on your piddle stick." Guarantee he didn't want his wife to hear him, because he knows that he's probably, like, fucking watching Hallmark July Christmas movies and, like, next to the room. Especially if he hears him, he's probably gonna go, "Honey, please shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch a movie here."
I'm not going to pursue this,
Okay.
but I think you know what you were doing here, don't you?
No, I was just coming to take some conclusion.
Take a boy out to lunch you met on the internet.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My point is, because your child is here, I think it'd be best if you just went ahead and left.
Yeah, I agree. I'm never going to do this again.
And of course, Frag is talking to the police saying, you know, this has got to be a different sort of arrest.
Rob, we're going to send this guy out. We're not going to interview him because he got his kid.
Sir, right there. You come here. You come here. Let go of the child.
Dude, I was kind of cringing and laughing at the same time when I saw that clip of the female officer just being like, "Come here, bud. You're not gonna have a father figure for a while, okay? I'm just gonna take you with me and take you into custody, and then maybe me and you can watch some fucking Zoomy, and then I can just take you in with me. It's okay, buddy.
Can the police have my son, please?
Did somebody get the car seat out of his vehicle?
You got to remember that these guys who work with me on these investigations have done other investigations with me in some of the darkest parts of the world.
Nope. No child for you, buddy. Expect like getting the divorce papers in the fucking mail at prison. Don't worry. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the Father of the Year Predator on To Catch a Predator. Give a like if you want to see this guy be in prison and sex offender for the rest of his life, which he already is a sex offender for life, so there's no difference there. I think this is like what? I don't even know how many videos I've done on this series already. I think like maybe my 7th or 8th. I don't know. Other than that, that's pretty much what I have to say. See ya.